Guys, welcome back to my live. Welcome back. Welcome. Today is Sunday, the 23rd, and we're back with another isiZulu live. I feel like I'm going to wear my hat. I think I'm going to wear my hat. Barely wear this one. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, it's been a minute, guys, and I'm back with another live. Just waiting for my CC and booties to come on in. But today, what I want to do, get my charger. Today, I'm going to focus on let's see. I wrote it out for you guys so that it'd be easier. And we have, let's see. Alrighty, we have Zulu in the building. How are you doing today?
Hello. Well, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. It does sound like you're driving, but you told me that already, so. Good morning, MB50 Sagar. It's the afternoon in the US of A. But how are you doing this morning, Zulu? Well, how are you doing this evening now for you guys?
Doing well, just tired, eh? How are you this
Tired.
morning?
Doing good, tired in my own way. We're doing good too. How was the deliveries today?
It's good. But now, I don't have any fuel left, so that's why I'm heading home. Normally, I head home very late. I don't have any fuel left, so I don't want to risk it. I don't want to use any money to pour any more fuel. Just get home.
Oh, wow. So are you going to get home on E? Is that like a common thing? Or you don't want to fill up before you get home?
I'll fill up in the morning.
Or
The
that's too
reason why I'm
personal?
not filling up, yeah. But the other reason is it was a mental thing that I told myself that as soon as I see that the fuel is getting low, I'm not gonna fill up because it's gonna push me to keep on working, and I don't want to keep on working. So if it's low, I'm going home.
I see. That's your cutoff.
Yeah.
That's a good way of kind of tricking yourself in a sense, saying that's when I'm going to be done. Because I know it can be tempting to keep going, especially if the delivery is
Yeah.
high, it's very tempting. Very tempting. But hello, welcome to the live. Welcome, Brett Garcia. Boy. And these are new people, so I'm not sure of these people. I don't think they're your people. But welcome, Daniel. Welcome, Ricardo.
Who's here? Who's here? I think if you can tell me their names, maybe I'll say, yeah, that's my person.
Brett Garcia.
Definitely not South African.
Daniel Joyce.
Definitely not South African.
And then Ricardo Fabela. But I mean, you got more people than just South Africans that watch your channel.
Garcia is American.
Right. You
Those are
got more
your people.
people. But you don't you have international people that watch your channel?
Yeah, they don't watch my channel.
They watch from America too.
Okay, okay.
They watch from America too. They watch from everywhere. Um,
Hey, no one complimented you this morning. Why? You look lovely.
say it again. You cut out.
You look. Now I'm saying, why aren't people complimenting you this morning? You look lovely. You look very
Well,
cute.
it's because of the hat. Wearing the other hat that I got. Um,
With or without.
okay. All right, Bootsy. um, so hopefully more of our Booties and CCs come online because I've had this idea and it wasn't really just my idea. I'm pretty sure it was Karabo that was emailing me, giving me an idea because he sent me a video of this lady that's like South African and then half American. And she had went to South Africa. Well, I think she was, I don't know if she was born in SA, but I know she's South African, but she lived in SA for a little bit when she was younger and she learned Swana. Is that how you say it? Swana. SETWANA.
Yeah, Swana.
Yeah, it's Swana. So I was watching her video and she did like a 4-minute video of her just like basically talking in it. And then I watched another one of her videos that he has sent. And it was showing basically how she grew up in SA when she was younger and was taught that language by her nanny. And that's why I feel like she has like that native tongue in a sense, because you can hear it in her voice when she switched like on and off. But I was thinking maybe I could do like a 4-minute like monologue or something with isiZulu. And I got like the transcript. I transcribed it the best way I could online. But yeah, I wanted to see if like my CCs and booties want to help and I can like make it an actual video, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So that's what I was gonna plan on doing today. And definitely shout out whoever like truly helps me. Like it could be consistent across the board. Um there's no kind of um discrepancies of how the word is supposed to be said and the context. It's just like that's how it's supposed to be said. That's how somebody like a regular day person will understand it type deal. But at the same time, I have the
Yeah.
transcription. So it probably is not right. It's probably like how it's gonna be like how it was last live, where you guys were just looking at me crazy for the most part, because I just Googled it again. But we'll see. But I did my best.
I don't. I don't think I was here when that happened.
You were here. You were here last week.
Was I also looking at you crazy?
Well, I don't know. You were very like confused sometimes with excuse me, with how I don't know how I was saying it, and it was because of Google.
Oh,
It
okay. I
wasn't my
remember
fault. It was
now.
because of Google.
Yeah, I remember now. But
Right.
yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. I think there's someone with a blue jacket with a very long name here. I can't read because I'm driving, but someone is here.
Karaba has joined, and
Oh,
he says that's a great idea. And then he says, "Hello, Kareesha," and na Nadabes Dabe Zita. Dabe Zita. Is that good?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. So first, I feel like I should start. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Um, if you could speak Zulu for a whole minute, sentence after sentence, that would be a legendary video. That's the goal. Excuse me, that's the goal, to try to do it for at least 4 minutes. Just do like a short little monologue. Um, okay. So this little monologue, I'm gonna start with easy Zulu first, and if you can't understand it, then I'll tell you in English, and then you can tell me how it's supposed to be said. And then whoever's
Yeah.
in the comments, if you can do Zulu a big favor, and me, really me, not him, if you could translate it for me so that I can write it down, so it can be done the correct way, I appreciate that. Okay, so this is my idea of the video. It is Uku, Ukupila no Nokubonga es Ekusini. Ikupila Nokubonga Ekusini. That's the title.
Ukuphila nokubonga ekuseni.
Can you say it again? You sound low.
Ukuphila noku ekuseni.
See.
Is that what you said?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
So you want the actual meaning?
yeah. Karabo said living and being thankful in the morning. Basically, it's life and gratitude in the morning. Does that
Yeah.
come off the same way, or do you feel like it should be different?
Nah, it's all right like that.
It should be like that. Okay. Okay, so then say it again.
Ukuphi- Ukuphila nokubonga ekuseni.
Ukupila no ku Ekuseni. Ekuseni.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Yes, it comes off the same. That's 100%. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's pretty easy. Next one. So it's gonna be a mouthful.
Bye.
Okay. Giavuka es ekuseni gibuka ilanga lipuma kan kante 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 liba isibusio isasha empiliweni yami ipunga lomoya olanze olanzeki umisindo wezinyoni konke loku koyakimbuza ukuti giapila. I can break it down by
Can you hear me?
sentence.
Because you know what happened when you started reading? No, so when you started reading, I think it was my signal. It just did I freeze by when you were reading? Did you see that if I froze or something?
I wasn't
Because I
even
couldn't
paying.
hear you. And
Cravo is like so on it. I wasn't even watching it because I was reading it off of my laptop. But let's see.
no, I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
It's happening again.
It's just probably because the area that you're driving. It's usually what happens because the towers and everything. Yeah. Do you guys have
Yeah.
towers there? You have like is it satellite towers or cell towers? What are the two that have
Well,
your cell
cell
phone
towers.
dinging? Yeah. You guys have cell towers, right?
Yeah, we have both satellite and cell phone towers.
So yeah, it's probably just because you're moving through that. Right, yeah, I've seen the phone tower, so yeah, duh. Um, but once again, Carabo got it. So I don't know how in the world I'm saying this correctly, but I don't feel like I am. But definitely, I'm gonna say it again and I'm gonna break it down sentence by sentence, and you let me see like if I'm saying it right. We have a lot of them are disguised as trees. Okay, so I'll start it again and just break it down by sentence. Um, Giavuka eskuseni gibuka ilanga limpuma kanse liba isibusi so isha isisha in ipi impil weni yami. That's the first sentence.
Okay. So ngiyavuka ekuseni ngibuka ilanga liyisibusiso esisha empilweni yami. I said it very fast, but that's basically what you just read. So I wake up in the morning and I'm looking at the sun and a blessing in my life, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Esisha, it's a brand new blessing in my life. Isibusiso esisha empilweni yami. It's a new blessing in my life.
Yeah. Wow. Did good with
Yeah.
the
So
translation this time. Um okay, so
yeah, you're doing well.
can you say the sentence again but slow it down?
Okay, wait. How did you get this monologue? You got it from your computer, but how? Like, do you give it something to say and then it translates it, or?
Yeah, I had an idea in my head to do like a 4-minute monologue of because one of my layovers, I was seeing the sunrise, and then one time I was at the park, so I was like, "Oh, this would be kind of cool to just like maybe do like a voiceover." And then when Karabo sent me that email about that lady that's half South African and American, it made me think, okay, if I do like a B-roll of footage that I already have and put like a translation of isiZulu over it, that would be kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's lovely. That is nice. So I'm gonna say it. You said ngivuka ekuseni, right?
Yeah. Karabo said you should work on Ekuseni and SC S SCC S I don't know how to say it. Um, but yeah, can you just try to say that sentence again, but slower? Yeah, so I guess because Ekuseni I already said, and I thought that that's the beginning of the title, Ekuseni. That's what Zulu said was Ekuseni. Ekuseni. Is that right? Ekuseni? Yeah. So Esisha. Ekuseni sounds right now. Okay, so then Seisha. Shesha. Is that right? Seisha. You just said Seisha right. So Seisha. That's how you say it. But I still need Zulu when you have a chance to say that sentence again because I wanted to make sure. Because it's Giavuka Ekuseni, Gibuka Ilanga Limpuma Kanse, Liba Isibusiso, Esesha Impilini Yami. But I have to practice Esesha. Yeah, I'm gonna need I'm gonna need that translation. Not Esesha, but it's like Eshisha. Esisha. So Liba Isibusiso Esisha. That's how I'm supposed to say it. Esisha. Okay. So
Sorry, I muted you because where I was driving by, there was a lot of music, so I didn't want you to get any copyrights.
oh yeah. Appreciate that. As okay, so Asisha is Asisha.
Ngiyavuka ekuseni. So ngiyavuka
Give
ekuseni,
Ikusini.
and then what was the rest of it? Ngibuka, right?
Gibuka Ilanga Limpuma
Ilanga
Langa or Ilanga?
liphuma ilanga.
Ilanga. Hmm.
Yeah. Ilanga liphuma
Lipum Lipuma Kanse.
ekuseni.
Well no,
Oh, pande.
Lipuma
No, you
Lipuma
you should tell me because I'm now I'm
because
adding some stuff on your
it's
So when I
Lipuma.
said liphuma
What's
ekuseni, when I said liphuma ekuseni, I mean um liphuma, like the sun is rising in the morning. Obviously, the sun rises in the morning. So um yeah. So what was before I even add my own stuff? I don't want to add ngibuka ilanga liphuma, and then what was the next phrase?
Lipuma Kanse? Kancane.
Oh, kancane,
That's what I was trying to remember. Can say it again?
kancane.
Kancane. Kancane.
Yeah, yeah,
Kancane.
kancane.
Wait, so is it just like
Yes.
a or a actual kancane?
No, no, no. That loud clicking is a Q. The almost silent clicking is a C. Remember, I told you that.
Right.
So this
That's
one
how
is the Kacane, right?
Right.
So it's kancane, not kancane.
Kangane. Kangane.
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, perfect. That's perfect.
Hmm. Try to remember how I can remember. uh, like if you're trying to teach somebody how to remember that pronunciation when that's not how it's written.
Karabo, please help me out, Bafo.
Yes, actually, that's good.
Karabo is gonna be quick with this. He is gonna be quick with this.
Kangane. Kangane. Because you have to remember, it's like your tongue has to touch the roof of your mouth, but it's not a clicking sound, but it's still a sound. Kangane. It's like it's kangane. Sorry, my concentration lapsed a bit. It's um it's kind of like smacking in a sense, but it's smacking inside your mouth. Kangane. Because like if you were to do like that in front of a teacher, like for us, that would be like being rude because it's kind of like you're smacking your lips. So yeah, I think that's the best way I
Yeah.
can remember it. It's like smacking your lips inside of your mouth. Kengane.
Oh, so you are associating that word with something rude. Okay, that's good.
Because
But
because
you're
that's
trying to remember.
I don't know how else to remember it.
It's your way of trying to remember. Yeah, no, it's your way of
Because
trying to
there's
remember
that's
how
the
it
only other
sounds.
time I would use it. I want to use it in a sentence though. If you really think about it, like for English, kan kangane, kangane. It's kind of just like when we smack, that's a level of annoyance for us, or that's just like you being rude. Like we're not smacking in conversation, so that's the only way that I can really remember me saying it. Doesn't that make sense, Crabbo?
No, it's
Because right now it's only us
I
three
think
on
it.
here.
Now I hear you. It makes sense, 100%. Um, it does.
Okay, that's how I'm
Yes.
gonna put it.
Okay, kancane,
It really is like that because you
smack it.
couldn't do that in front of you couldn't do that in front of a classroom. Like before you ask a question, you do that with your mouth. They don't take that as you being rude.
Oh, so if I want to be rude, I'll say to you, hey, kancane, Kareesha, kancane, kancane, and then Kareesha will know that, hey, I'm being rude now.
Well, one, I
I
don't
know
know
you
the
don't mean it in that
word,
sense. I
but I'm not just
kancane just
associating
means.
it with that one word though. It's just a point
I
that you're
know, I know, I
smacking.
know, I know. No, I'm just making a joke. It's not what it means or anything. Just making a joke.
Okay, well, sometimes it goes over my head when people make jokes. I can't tell.
Even me. Wow. I make jokes all the time.
Okay, that was a joke, Zulu. That was a joke.
Oh, so now it's a joke.
Okay, Musa
Well,
SG.
I see Karabo is laughing.
I was
Karabo
just
is
going to answer a
laughing for
comment
something.
that yes, I'm learning EC Zulu. And Karabo says something in the comments that I can't pronounce. So you're going to have to pronounce it and go ahead and say what you're about to say.
No, I'm almost home. My neighbor is just parking his. This guy has like 4 cars, so he's busy parking one by one.
Wow. So what car is he on?
Car number four, luckily.
I was about to
Okay,
say,
so
how do you
Karabo
know
said
that? But if
something.
he's your neighbor, then
You only understand
Musa.
Cordelia's joke.
Wait, which one? Me?
Wow.
I only understand chords
Yeah, you.
jokes.
Yeah, countless.
Chords. But I mean, chords is really not hard to understand. She's very like it's easy to understand. I don't know. It's really easy. That's all I can really say. What
Right.
you say is rude in America is called Tapa in South Africa. It's also rude. So smacking is also rude in South Africa. That's what Karabo is saying, correct?
Smacking is
And
also
Musa,
rude.
huh?
Oh, smacking is also rude.
Right. But
Certain
yeah,
words. Yeah.
yeah, so you
Certain
see
words, like when
smacking
someone.
as smacking inside the mouth. That's the only way I can think of it because there's no other time in English we're going to use like um that kind of word to smack inside the mouth. So nothing else will sound the same. That's the point that I'm making. And Musa SG said, did they tell you that's the most difficult language in RSA? isiZulu is supposed to be the easiest one because, from my understanding, all the other languages, obviously not English, comes from isiZulu. But that's my understanding. I could be wrong on how I think about it. Kareesha only understands Cordelia jokes. Yes, I only understand chords jokes. And ask Zulu to read the word. Which word? Oh, the ukun zappa. How do you say that? Ukun zappa.
Ukunxapha. Ukunxapha.
Ta ukun zappa, ukun zappa, pa, ukun zappa, ukun zappa, ukun zappa. Right?
So that one you can take it from the back of your jaw, like one jaw. I don't know, like you can like if you want it to be very simple for you, you can just try and click your one side of your jaw, like can be the left or right, whatever. But that's how maybe it can be so much easier. Yeah,
Ukun
ukunxapha.
zappa, ukun zappa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So that one is very rude. It's like when someone says that is ukunxapha. That is like that's what it means. So that word ukunxapha derives from ukunxapha. So when someone does that to you, yeah, just just if you feel like you need to like smack them, you can smack them. If you feel like you can just yeah.
That's not y'all's culture though. Like when stuff happens, like you don't get into it. Like that's the same thing when I was there my first time and I was in Joburg, and there were so many times that the person that was driving me around got cut off and he just like let it go. Like he wasn't showing his anger. Probably one because he was on the job, so he didn't want to represent the job in the wrong way. But at the same time, I feel like that's y'all's culture. Like you won't let it get to you. You just let it go because you never know what they have. Is that correct? Or do you respond? Do you try to cut the person back off too? Because when I drove, I used to be the person.
I think you were driven by the most polite guy in the world. Um, it's give or take. Correct? Depends on the person. It's yeah, we are. I mean, that person is driving someone, and he is trying to represent because you are from another country. Remember, so he is trying to represent, or he's trying by all means to like show you that we are this type of a people. So he's not going to be rude in front of you. He's not going to be. But believe me, if this thing happened while he was by himself, something else was gonna happen. So I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. I can't say it's because of a certain country or anything. No, it was
So it's the
just
same across the
that one
board.
guy
You
who
guys will
decided, nah, I'm
respond
just
like that too.
exactly.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. Because it happened
However,
a
it
lot.
also depends on what was the other guy doing. What was the other guy doing though? That's another
Just
thing.
stupid stuff. I remember one time being on the highway, they did it. I was in Durban probably. I remember it happening in Joburg. It happened in Cape Town too, but every time they kind of just let it go. I'd be like, if I was driving, this would be a whole different situation right now. I know you're not supposed to get into it. I've already said that on one of my videos before. But like, you know what? It's probably a blessing I don't have my car right now because it probably would still act the same way. But I can't stand that when people do that. But at the same time,
Kareesha,
I thought that's just a reflection of how you guys
are you
are. You just
violent?
are
Are
not
you? So,
confrontational. That could be wrong.
trust me, if I was your Uber driver, if I was your Uber driver and something like that happened to me, I was also gonna be polite. I was also gonna be, say, look at this guy. What are you doing? And then that's it. But if I was by myself, yeah, it was gonna go sideways.
It's gonna go sideways.
Yeah, it was gonna be a
Okay.
different story altogether.
You want to
Okay,
get
let
yourself
me do
settled
this,
in?
ne? Let me let me get let me get inside the house. Switch phones, cause this one is like 99%. See there, it's 99%. It's full. This one is almost flat. So I'm gonna switch phones. Probably even the audio is gonna be much better. I hope. I don't know if the audio is bad, but I'm just saying I hope it's gonna be much better. And then also I'm gonna be sitting down, relaxed inside the house, so that I can be comfortable. Because now this guy wants to talk to me, and yeah, I just want to escape
Your neighbor.
all of this. Yeah, he wants to talk. He wants to talk to me, so I don't want to talk to him. Look at what he's doing now. Check here. Check. 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 I don't know what he's doing.
Oh my gosh, that's your
I.
driveway though, right?
I. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing?
Is that the
Hey,
fourth car?
when's on? When's on? Yeah, that's the fourth car. I don't know what he's doing. So,
It's interesting.
anyways, yeah. Anyways, let me let me get inside the house and then I'll talk to you. Okay. I'm gonna exit this live stream and then I'm gonna rejoin again.
That's fine. That's fine. Take your time.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay.
So Zulu will be back with helping me finish this monologue. But if you're just joining or you're joining while I'm talking, let me clarify what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm trying to create a short like sunrise monologue video in isiZulu. I kind of I did get inspired by Karavo. He's on here. He has sent me a video of a South African slash American girl that was speaking it's Siswana for like 4 minutes. So then I was like, you know what? Maybe let's do that EC Zulu because that'll help me as well to um just actually speak out like a whole passage, like a whole a whole passage instead of just like going word by word or um and doing it here on live is helping too, but just trying to find out more ways to practice it. So yeah, and I'm asking you guys for help. Anybody that has joined the live, Karabo, obviously main contributor, and I do appreciate that very much. So, and Zulu is like helping me hear it so I can sound more like a native because I want that. I want to be able to sound like a native, even though people are always going to know that I'm American by my accent, but still, I want to try. So, I think it's great having them both help, and I would welcome any other help from any CC or Bootsy out there that's catching this live stream. Um, but yeah, I'd be super grateful for it and definitely shout you guys out in the video. And it's just something I want to do, just to, it's one of the ways to just be more creative and allow my channel to grow. And I feel like that's a great way to let it grow, because I could do that monologue, and that could be like a whole little series of me doing like a short video of isiZulu, coming up with the translation before I get on here, and then just asking y'all opinion, your help, your input. It don't have to be that long, but yeah. I'm on the road, Carabo. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You know, today when I got on live, I was not feeling it. I was tired, tired. No, I'm not saying that right, but tired. But you know, sometimes in life, showing up is like the hardest part. Showing up is the hardest part. And after you show up, it gets easy after that because you don't have any control after that. You don't have control of how it's going to play out. You don't have control of who may or may not be there. It's like even like going to work. Like you just don't got control after that. But what you do got control of is showing up. And after that, just let God take the lead. And I really was like, sometimes that's all you gotta think about, Kareesha, is just showing up and just let it go from there. Because that is sometimes the hardest part. Because we can give ourselves excuse after excuse of why we shouldn't show up, why we shouldn't do something, because we had this commitment, and it made us so tired, or we have to do this later, or whatever. Just whatever excuse that we want to make for the moment so that we don't do it. But literally, the hardest part is showing up. And then once you do that, you don't know what blessing you're going to get out of it. Obviously, if you're, doing what you're supposed to do. If you're doing something you have no business doing, then can't speak for that. But the stuff that you know that you're supposed to be doing, the stuff that you decided to commit yourself to, just show up and just allow it to unravel naturally, organically, because you don't know what new idea you're going to get from it. You don't know what new connection you're going to get from it. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know who you're going to meet. And that's the same for work. Even when I be going to work, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what connection you're going to have. You just don't know. And showing up is the first and most important part. So show up. It's hard to start, but once you start, the body and mind adapts. You'll even forget you're tired. Yes, because you're not focused on that anymore. And from the book I was reading, like your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. So, I mean, if you're focused on learning, you can't really be focused on being tired anymore. You're focused on learning, you're focused on getting whatever you're trying to get at that present moment. So, yeah, that's where we're at. But that's cool that I was able to get this first part. And I know I should probably starting my lives as I don't I feel like because when there's not a lot of people on here, I should just say Sabona, but then I was like, maybe I should still say Sani Bonani. And then I should introduce myself as Eagle La. Is it Eagle Lami? Eagle Lami Ukarisha. I feel like I always forget something in the Eagle Lami. I feel like it's not that short. But I'm basically just trying to introduce myself and then say Sikhulumu isiZulu and then go from there. Igama. Igama lami. Igamalami u Kareesha, Sikhuluma isiZulu. I feel like that's how it's supposed to be said. Your clicks are getting better. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, we can start from the beginning then. It's ukupila, nokubanga, ekusani. Giavuka ekusani, gibuka ilanga, limpuma kan 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 kansane liba isibusiso es shisha impilweni yami impilweni yami impilweni yami na ekuseni ekuseni. I remember it as Sani because that's how I say my A's, but Sani, I have to remember it's like an extended A. That's why I'm saying Sani. But if I remember it as AA, it'll be Sani. Because if I remember it as E, it'll be Sani, but it's Sani. Say Ekuseni. Ekuseni. So that's how I remember it. So Saliba isi busi so Asesha Impilweni Yami. So the next one would be, let's keep going. Impunga Lomoya Olanzikil Umusindo Wezinyoni Konke Loku Koyakumbuza Ukuti Giapila. Would you say there's any words in there that I need to redo? Crap. Please repeat the sentence, of course. So let's start with impunga lomo ya olanzikile umsindo wenzinyoni kunki loku koyakumbuza ukuti giapila. Giavuka eskuseni gibuka ilanga limpuma kanane limpuma kanane liba isibusiso ishesha impilweni yami impunga lomoya olanzikil umusindo wezinyoni konke loku kuyakumbusa ukuti giapila. You pronounce Olanzikil a little incorrect. Oh, right here. Olanzikil. Olanzikil. Zulu will help when he's back. Okay. Well, then let's go to the next passage. Let's see if you understand this one. This is the middle part. Isi kati sa se kusini, si tule kakulu kodwa, si fudisa kakulu, si lugisa inkondo yami, kungalesi sikati lapo, gibonga kona, gibonga ipilo, gibonga amatuba, gibonga utando, mimidini yetu. Do you still remember how to say Mlingi? Mlingi. I think that's how you say it. Mlingi. I'll say it again. Isikati saskusini situle kakulu kodwa sifudisa kakulu silugisa inkondo yami kungalisi sikati lapo gimbonga kona gibonga ipilo gibonga amatuba gimbonga utando mimi dini yetu. And he's back. I was working on the next passage, so but I'm going to cycle back to where we were before, but I'm gonna read this because I think Karabo got it right. Morning time is very quiet, but it teaches so much. It clears my mind. It's during that time I give thanks for life, for opportunities, for love, and our families. Yeah, that's basically right. Yeah, that's basically what, well, why would I say right? That's basically what I have. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me go back first because I wasn't saying a word right. I wasn't saying Olanzikil. Olanzikil.
Ohlanzekile.
Say it one more time.
Ohlanzekile.
Ohlanzekile.
Yeah.
Ohlanzekile. Sekile. Ohlanzekile. Ohlanzekile. Like a lips. Ohlanzekile. Ohlanzekile. So I'm gonna say the first passage again. Oh, you got me on the laptop. Why am I frozen? Am I frozen? Oh, you got me on the laptop so you can see the
Sorry.
comments. I saw myself on the laptop. You got me on the laptop because of the comments. Hi, Emilhingi O Oslan Sekile are pronounced the same. Milhingi, right? Is that how you say it? Did I say it right? I said it right. You were trying to knock it off like I didn't do it. I did it right though. I did it
Oh,
right. I did it
no,
right.
it was perfect. It was
No, you
perfect.
okay. Mushingi, like that. But I'm probably
Yeah.
doing it too long. It's probably pretty because every time you say it, it's really short. Mushingi. It's very
That's
short when
because
you
I'm
say it.
Zulu. That's because I'm Zulu, so I'm gonna be fast. But yeah, that's how you say it.
Oh, so that's just how you guys speak. Is just very fast.
You speak English very fast, and you don't even know it because it's in you. It's your language. That's what you normally speak.
I think I speak very average. If I'm at work, I'll probably speak fast, but like a normal conversation, like right now, I'm not speaking fast.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, but I'll go, I'll say the first one again and see if it sounds decent. If
Okay.
that is what you heard in the video, if that sounds decent. Okay.
Uhlanzekile.
All
Which
right.
one?
The first one. The first one that we've been working on. Not the second one. Yeah.
My name.
No, the first passage.
Which one, Kareesha? Which one? Is it here on the comments or what you said? Because remember, I was not here.
Yes, the
Um,
first one that you heard. The first one that we broke down already. Not the second one. I wake up in
which
the
one is it?
morning and I watch the sunrise. It's a blessing in my life. The smell of clean wind, the noise of the birds, all this reminds me that I'm alive. That one.
I'm trying to find it. Who wrote that?
Karabo did because I asked if you could tell me what it meant when I said it in isiZulu.
Morning time. It's very quiet, but it teaches us a lot and fixes my mind. It in this time that I'm thankful for
That's
life, grateful for
that's the
opportunities.
second one. I did
Okay,
that while you were gone.
let me find the other one. It's hard to start, but once you can start, okay, not that one. If you execute it right, it will be beautiful, not that one. Mm.
I wake up in the morning and watch the sunrise slowly. It's a new blessing in my life. The smell of fresh air, the
Oh,
sound
okay,
of.
found it, found it, found it.
Okay,
Okay,
so now I'm
sorry.
gonna say
I
that
had I had
one.
to scroll all the way up.
I
I had to
see.
scroll all the way up.
I see.
I wake up in the morning and I watch the sunrise. It's a blessing in my life. The smell of clean wind, the noise of the birds, and this reminds me that I'm alive. Ngivuka ekuseni.
Don't say it. I was supposed to say it, and then you're supposed to say
Oh,
if
sorry.
I am saying it right. Oh my gosh. This how I be feeling at
Okay, I
work.
didn't
I
say.
be like, do I be
Sorry.
speaking English? Do people be understanding me? Because I be speaking gibberish like 90% of the time. Because people do that to me all the time. They do that to me all the time. I said it multiple times what I was trying to do, and then still.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate
My
that.
bad. My bad. My bad.
Alrighty. What did Carlos say? Um, Nadi Bezita. What's the best way to say clears my mind in Zulu? Let's hold off and let me read this passage, and then we can say that. Giavuka eskuseni eskuseni gibuka ilanga limpuma constane liba isibusiso esesha impil impilweni yami ifunga lomoya oslan oslan o oslansekile umisindo wezinyoni konke lokhu kuyakumbuza ukuthi ngiyaphila.
Mm. Read it one more time with confidence this time. With confidence this time. And every single word that you're saying, just make sure that read it as though like you're reading, you are a proper Zulu lady and you're reading this. Be confident. Don't doubt yourself. Just read it and yeah, just say it. If you're reading it, read it. If you're saying it from the top of your head, just say it. Don't doubt yourself.
Okay, one sec. Crabble said I misplaced S after the E when you say Ekuseni.
But Eguseni is exactly how you just said it, so it's fine.
Okay. Alrighty. Giavuka Eskuseni Gibuka Ilanga Limpuma Kasnane Liba Isibusiso Eseshe Nkilweni Yami. Imfunga lomo ya oslansekile umsindo wazioni konki loku konyakubuza ukuti giapila.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. You
Karabo
sound
keeps
like a
getting Karabo
you
keeps on
sound
making
like
me crazy about this Eskuseni. I've written it out. Eskuseni. Eskuseni. Or is it
Eguseni.
Eskuseni?
Eguseni. Remove the S. Eguseni. It's not ES.
Ekuseni.
Eguseni, yeah. So it's
Ekuseni.
Eguseni. Yeah.
Oh, I even have it written like that, and I kept doing that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But the rest of it was okay.
It's
Everything else
okay.
you said was okay. It wasn't okay. It was more than okay. It was beautiful. It was on
It was,
point. Yeah,
yeah,
it was right. Givuga ego exactly. It was okay. So don't doubt yourself. That's why I said read it with conviction because you are doubting yourself and what you are reading is correct.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ekuseni.
Egusenia.
I said it right that time. Crap. Ekuseni.
Egusenia.
Okay, so the next one, he had already said in the comments, but I'll say it again and see if you hear it the same way. So this is second passage. Okay, thank you, Karabo. Okay, so Isikati Saskuseni Situle Kakulu Kodwa Sifudisa Kakulu Silugisa Ingondo Yami Kungalesi Sikati Lapo Gibonga Kona Gibonga Impilo Gibonga Amatuba Gimboga Utando Nimi Deni Yetu.
You know, I could understand everything you said. You are learning. I just want you to say these things without reading them now. But we'll get there. As for now, how you are reading them is correct.
But see, with
You are
this,
reading
I
it
would just
correct.
try to memorize it. I wouldn't know to say that
I know, but
out, just
we'll
saying it
get there.
outright.
We'll get there. Let's just focus on the reading part, you knowing how to say these words for now, which you're saying them perfectly. So then we'll get to the point of understanding what they mean and how to say them on phrases and sentences and holding a conversation. But for now, we are focusing on reading and
That was good.
100%. I wouldn't fault you on anything. Out of 100, 92, which is good.
Wow.
Which is good because some of the words that are supposed to be A, you say E, so it's still good because I can still hear what you're trying to say. But yeah, it's just small things, small things here and there, but Like I
Like,
could understand exactly what you're saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool beans. Okay, so the next passage would be okay. So Karabo hasn't he hasn't did this passage. So neither one of you have heard this passage yet.
Mm.
Even a complete stranger could understand what she said. Cool beans. Thank you. Okay, so ukupila aku okay. Ukupila akulula gaso sonke isikati kotwa utando luka nukulun luka nukulunkulu lualala lukono imbi imibuzu igiubuzo ekuseni giafuna ukujabulela lolu suku giafuna giafuna ukubonisa ubuntu namadila amana. I'll say it again. Ukupila akululola gaso sonke isikati kotwa utando luka nukulukulu luhalala lukono em- embi embizo buzayo ekuseni giafuna ukujubelo lolu suku giafuna ukubonisa ubuntu nama 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 dala amina. I kind of saw that he got dropped off. Hopefully his internet will come back through. But that's the third passage. Let's see if you understand what I was trying to say. I want to rejoice in this day. I want to sorta Karabo. It's Zulu's back. But at the end, that one was a little tough to hear towards the end. Okay. Yeah. At the end it was do I want to show kindness and strength today? That was the question. Yeah. How did it make any sense to you without saying it? Is it similar to what Karabo put down?
Well, I could only hear half of it, and then my signal
Oh yeah,
just
yeah. And then
disappeared.
I forgot when it went off. Here, I'll say it again. But I feel like Karabo got it again. I don't know. I don't know. Ukupila akulula ngaso sonke isikati kotwa utando luka nukulukulu lulala lukono embuzo ingibuzayo ekuseni giafuna ukujabulela lolu suku giafuna ukubonisa ubuntu namatla amnina.
Mm, okay. Living is not always easy, but God's love is ever present. The question I ask myself in the morning, I want to rejoice in this day. I want to show humanity. You also said you also wanted to show your strength, I
So it
believe.
was life is not always easy, but God's love is always present. The questions I ask myself each morning: do I want to enjoy this day? Do I want to show kindness and strength today? That's what it was. And for Karabo, that word is Luhlala. That's what I was trying.
Luhlala.
La.
Oh, Luhlala, Luhlala, Luhlala,
Luhlala. Luhlala.
Luhlala, Luhlala. Uh, Luhlala
Luhlala.
lukhona. Right.
Luhlala lukhona.
So you said, can you please say it again in English? I'll try and say it in isiZulu and see. But
Life.
like one phrase, and then I'll translate, and then you continue. And then yeah.
Shoot. Life is not always easy, comma, but God's love is always present.
So impilo ayikho lula, kodwa uNkulunkulu uhlezi ekhona or uhlala ekhona.
What's Kodwa again? Always
But
Kodwas, but Kodwa Utando. So Luka Nukulunkulu is God.
yeah, uNkulunkulu is God. Yeah.
Luka Nukulunkulu. Okay. But what? So Ukupila Akulula Ngaso Soke. That's not needed in the beginning. That wouldn't be life is not always easy.
It's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
It's
It
fine,
sounded
yeah.
like you said something different. It was like shorter. Mhm.
No, that's why I said just give me a phrase up to a comma, then I'll translate from there. Then you can continue so that I can say the whole thing, but in isiZulu.
That's why. Okay, so ukupila akulula ngaso sonke isikati kodwa utando luko nukulunkulu luhlahla lukona. That doesn't sound right. That's the first
It's
sentence.
fine. It's fine. So ukupila, right? Ukupila, which is
Yeah.
what you said, right? Ukupila. And the first word in English is life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So ukupila and life, it's not accurate to say ukupila and then say life. This is why Karabo said living. So ukupila is living. And then
Okay.
impilo, that is life, right? So impilo ayikho lula. Ukuphila akukho lula, or impilo ayikho lula. Those are two different things. They might mean, or they might sound.
Are you cutting up? Akulula. Am I cutting up too?
Sorry, my signal today. I don't know what's happening.
It's okay.
Okay, let me connect to the Wi-Fi. I think it's back now because I was using my mobile data.
Okay.
I was using my mobile data. So you are fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Exactly how you said it, it's fine, Kareesha. Don't doubt yourself or anything, okay?
Okay.
The way you said it, it's fine. It's just that the reason why I'm here is just I'm going to be correcting some of the things that might be a bit off, so that you have the right phrase. So, ukuphila akukho lula. Is that how, is that what was written there, right?
Akulula
Ukuphila
ingaso.
akulula, or ukuphila akulula ngaso sonke isikhathi.
Yes.
Okay. Ukuphila akulula ngaso sonke isikhathi. Living is not always easy because the first word is ukuphila, right? If it was impilo, then it was going to be exactly what you meant when you say life is not always easy.
So
So
maybe
the
it should be
first
living.
word, living, is like, yeah, it should have been living. It's not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense now in English. It's not going to make sense on
Yeah.
that phrase. It's not going to make sense, right? Because living is not always easy, but it does, though. It does work, doesn't it? Living is not always easy. Life is not
Right.
always easy. Well, it works. Living is not always easy, I
It's just
guess.
when I translate it, basically. It's
Yeah,
some people will take it as, oh, it's supposed to be exactly like this, but then other people will be like, well, I still get the gist of it. So I understand what she's trying to say. So that's
yeah.
basically where we're at.
But it's not wrong, though. I don't want you to think it's wrong. It's not wrong. So we can go off with what you have and continue from there. So life is not always easy. Ukuphila akukho lula. Akulula ngaso sonke isikhathi.
Sikati. Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went on to say,
Kodwa utando luka nukulunkulu luahlahla lu- luhlahla lukona.
okay, but God's love is always present.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, continue.
Okay. Im, imbuzo igi buzayo ekusani giafuna ukujabulela lolu suku oh, that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umbuzo engizibuza wona.
Hi, Chords. I'm sorry, I was saying hi, Chords. Okay, I'll read her sentence after you say that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now I want you to read it, not what Cordelia wrote, but what you said. Then I'm gonna say it in English.
Okay. Um, Embi, Emi Buzo, Ingi, Ingia, Emi Buzo, Ingi Buzayo, Ekuseni,
Okay, wait.
Giafuna,
Stop there. Stop there. Imibuzo engiyibuzayo ekuseni.
Ingeyei Buzayo, Egeyei Buzayo, Emi
Eh,
Buzo,
okay, wait.
Ingiyei Buyu,
Engiyibuzayo.
Egeyi Buzayo,
Yeah, engiyibuzayo.
Engeyi Bu, Engei, Engeyi Buzayo. I'm missing something. Say it again.
You're saying it fine. Engi, not enge. Engi,
Yi.
engi, engiyibuzayo. I wonder if when I correct it, right? So, okay, just type and then I'll say after. Sawubona Cordelia.
Engeyibuzayo.
Yeah. So the question I ask myself in the morning, is that what it says, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just off ramp a bit. I wonder if I correct the phrase or the entire thing that you have translated into English. So you have a monologue that you've already written down in English, and then Google Translate has translated it into isiZulu so that you actually write. So I know that Google Translate is not accurate. I wonder if I correct some of the words, is it going to give you the exact same thing that you wrote in English? I just wonder because I just wonder because I feel like it is translating word for word, which is fine because so far everything you've been saying I understand, and it's almost linking to what you actually wrote in English. I understand each and every word, but sometimes it goes a bit, like it goes a bit sideways a bit though, not too much, but yeah, what you wrote and what it translated to is actually good. It's not exactly 100%, but it's good. So we can continue and try and get you to understand. Okay, so impilo ayikho eh impilo impilo ayikho lula ngaso sonke isikhathi, right?
Or you just gonna say ukupila.
Oh, ukuphila, sorry. Ukuphila akukho lula ngaso sonke isikhathi. Is that what it says though? Because I might be saying something. Is that what it says? Okay. Ukuphila akukho lula ngaso sonke isikhathi. Kodwa imibuzo, okay? Kodwa
Kodwa.
ngizibuza, right? Kodwa, just say after kodwa what after kodwa what does it say?
Utando luka
Oh, okay. Okay,
nunkulu
okay.
luhlahla lukona.
Okay. But God's love is always present. Right. Continue.
Oh, imibuzo igeyibuzayo ukuseni ekuseni. Ngiyafuna ukujabulela lolu suku.
I wish to be
Of course.
ukujabulela.
Yeah.
Stop minding Cordelia's comments, please. Just don't read her comments because um now I forgot what you said. Um
Ngiyafuna ukujabulela lolu suku.
I want to rejoice this day.
Do I want to enjoy this day?
Do I want to enjoy this day? Ngiyafuna ukulithokozela lolu suku. Because is that a question? It is a question, right? So right there, ngiyafuna. Cordelia, help me. Ngiyafuna ukulithokozela lolu suku.
And Karabo, it was due, it was I ask myself each morning. I ask myself.
Or I ask myself each morning.
Yeah.
Oh, now it makes sense. Imibuzo engiyibuza ekuseni. Aha, okay. Wow. Google Translate is so dumb, hey. Because now I keep on trying to understand why it says ekuseni, because ekuseni is in the morning. So you said I ask
Wait, where's
myself each morning.
Ekuseli? Ekuseli, Ekuseli, Ekuseli,
Okay.
oh,
I'll tell you where it is.
Ekuseni, Ekuseni.
Yeah, ekuseni. So
That's not
Google,
morning.
it is, but Google Translate is so dumb because it's not saying it in that context.
No, I always be wearing this. Cords. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yes.
Gosh. Hey, you gotta
Okay.
smile sometimes.
Yeah,
Chords just
I
get you
know.
there faster.
Uh, so Google Translate is not, like I said, it's not using the right grammar. It's not
Figure.
using the right grammar.
That's why I'm here
Um,
on live with my CCs and my booties to get it right. So when I put it in a video, I don't get chopped up by my isiZulu.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't want it to be changed so much to where I have to rewrite everything. Do I have to rewrite everything now?
No, no.
Cause
Cordelia, you are fast. What did this guy say?
right, I didn't even see what the person said. She was
Oh,
super fast.
I saw it. I just saw it now. Okay. Thank you, Cordless. Thank you. Thank you. So you're not going to change everything. You're just going to say what you said. And we will understand what you are trying to say. And every single time you come on here, we will try and fix some of the things. And then you're actually going to say the right things at the right time and the right way. Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to read it like you've been doing, like how you've been doing. I'm not going to correct you anymore. You will say it, and then I'll say what you just said in English because I assume that's what you wanted to do all along.
Yes. Yes.
Let's do that. I'm not
Okay.
going to correct you now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to correct you. I'm just going to try and say what you said because you and Karabo have been doing this and I've been taking you away from what you were initially trying to do here. So let's go back to that.
Okay. So I'll just repeat the third one because after that is just a closing and that's it. So the third one that we've been on. Ukupila akululula ngaso sonke isikati kodwa untando luka nukulu nkulu luhlala lukhona imibuzo ingeyibuzayo ekuseni ngiyafuna ukujabulule ukujabulela lolu suku ngiyafuna ukubonisa ubuntu nama namana namasla amina namasla amina.
The last one is taking me off course, like off my course. I don't know what it means.
Okay,
I'm sure
I
you are
probably
not
do have to
pronouncing it.
fix that then because you still have to
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Okay, so is it when
Um,
I get to Giafuna Ukujabulela Lolu Suku?
I Oh, that was a question. Do I want to celebrate?
Ngiyafuna ukubonisa ubuntu namihla amina. I may be
Do I
saying,
want?
say
Do I want to show humanity? Um, is that last word though? Amasha. Can you spell it?
it's Namandla.
Amandla. Oh, my strength.
But it's Namandla. Amandla. How do
Namandla.
you? But
Namandla.
there's an N first. That's why I say na
Namandla.
na
Namandla.
class. Yeah.
Namandla
Gifu.
ami na.
Yeah.
Oh, do I want to show, or do I want to rejoice and show my strength?
No,
Something like that.
you said, do I want to enjoy this day? And then do I want to show kindness and strength today?
Oh, do I want to enjoy this day?
Giafuna ukujabulela lolu suku. Giafuna ukubonisa ubuntu amihla amina.
Do I want to show humanity and my strength today?
Do I want to enjoy this day or do I want to show kindness and strength today? That's what I was trying to say.
Kindness and strength, humanity. Ubuntu is
Ubuntu.
humanity. Yeah, it is humanity. Ubuntu is humanity. And then namandla is strength. Or ubuntu is also kindness. It's humanity and kindness. So
So that's a
you're
good one
right.
to use.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it
Okay.
is. It is the right one to use. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That
and
is good.
Karabo, you basically spelt it all the same as what I have.
Ngiyafuna yini ukujabulela lolu suku? Ngiyafuna ukubonisa ubuntu namandla, not namuhla nekarabo. Namandla yini na. Yes, the last one. The last one. Ukubonisa ubuntu namandla ami na.
Amina. That's what I have. Should it
That
be
yini is
Ami
nothing.
Yinina?
Yeah, the right one is to say
Ami Yinina?
namandla ami yini na. Or alternatively, namandla ami na. It's still fine.
Still
It
fine.
is still fine. It is still fine. Both of them are 100% correct. Yeah.
So this is the closing one. Injalo ekuseni ingiza insikumo ingiyabonga. Okay. Injalo ekuseni ingiza isikomo giyabonga futhi giyaphila goku gokuwele giyambukela konke okuzayo goba giyazi ukuthi impilo inothile noma insiselelo zikhona.
Izinselelo. Izinselelo.
Insiselelo.
No, izinselelo.
Iziselelo.
Uh, so there's no click. Izinselelo.
Izi
The
te
NS.
easy Say Layla.
NSE.
NC Say Layla.
No, Kareesha. EZ. So it's IZIN, right? It's IZINS
Yes, it's IZINSELELO.
ELELO. Yes, yes. So how you pronounce it is Easy Nselelo. So
Easy.
N NS is it's gonna be tough, but the X is here. Remember, the X
Mm,
is here. It's here, and then the NS is just here on the lips. Nse, nse.
okay, okay. Easy Layla.
Karisha, now you are using the C. Remember the kancane kancane, someone being rude and stuff? Kancane? You said you're
Ginane,
gonna remember
ginane.
that. How did you remember? Okay, you said you are going to use someone being rude for you to remember the C, right?
I
So
thought
pronounce
Ukutlamfa was rude.
ukunqapha. Nqapha is an X. Comes
Ukutlamfa.
from here. Comes from here.
Oh gosh, here we go. This rabbit hole. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna
Okay,
get it.
okay, 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 okay. Let's not go deep into it. Just say selelo,
Selelo.
right? Easy selelo. Just say that. Easy selelo.
Easy selelo.
I think you should say that because if I put the N in there, it's gonna sound like it's because izin selelo. Izin selelo. Just say that. Izin selelo.
Easy say le say le lo. But I still want to
Are
hear
you
how you say
are
it
you
though.
are you typing it? Because if you type it, it's not gonna make sense.
I'm typing it out. I'm pronouncing it out.
Oh, okay. Because I think you're typing.
I am typing.
Are you typing to remember, or are you typing? Uh,
Eselelo, right?
okay. I,
Eselelo.
the N. Are you trying to pronounce the N? N selelo.
So it's enselelo.
No, it's not. But I'm
So
listening
it's
to what you're saying.
so it's
I'm listening to what you're saying.
eselelo.
So izi nselelo.
You're supposed to say easy eselelo.
That's what the sentence was saying. The phrase on the phrase, it
Oh,
said izi nsele.
easy. But that's how it looks. Easy selelo.
Okay, let's go back to what you said altogether, and I'll try and say it in English, and then you tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Injalo eskuseni ingiza
No,
isikumo.
Karisha, you're not reading what is written there. You said eskuseni, and remember we said ekuseni.
Ekuseni. I don't know why I keep on saying Eskuseni. And I spell Ekuseni. Ekuseni.
Yeah,
Njalo Ekuseni.
yeah.
Ngiza Isikumo. Giabonga Giabonga Futi Giapila Goku Goku Twela Giamukela Konke Okuzayo Go Goba Giatsi Ukuti Impilo Unotile Nomo Iziselelo Zikona.
I'm gonna read what Garabo said. Every morning, I thank living fully. I think there's a mistake somewhere there. Accepting all that comes because I know that life is rich even though challenges are there.
For the most part, every morning I make a choice. I am grateful and I live fully. I welcome whatever comes because I know life is rich, even when challenges come.
Oh, that's why you say no till, no tile. I remember you saying something like that. And no tile is rich. So I remember hearing something like that.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. So every morning I am grateful.
I make a choice. That's what I was trying to
Oh,
say. Injalo ekuseni ingiza
every morning
isikhulumo.
I make a decision or I make a choice, right? Continue. I'll just say it as you say it. Okay. I'll
Giyabonga
just, I'm grateful
futhi giyaphila.
that I'm alive.
Live fully. Go ku. I'm not saying this word right. Go ku Whaley. Whaley.
Just spell it.
NgokuGwele.
Ngokugcwele. Okay, fully. Fully.
Ukudwele.
Ngokugcwele. That that one is gcwele. Gcwele.
Go ku Twaley or Dwaley. Goku
Gcwele.
Dwaley. Goku Dwaley.
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
have to try to remember that. I don't know how I'm gonna remember that. Goku Dwaley.
Ngokugcwele. You're saying it perfectly, but I don't know how you're gonna remember it though. You are saying it perfectly, but I don't know how you're going to remember it. But yeah, just continue. I'll try and say everything you're
I
saying
have to write this
in
down
English.
first. You gonna make me forget how you said it. Goku Dwaley. Goku Dwaley. Goku. Uh,
I'm sorry.
Goku Dwaley.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
Dwaley. Dwaley.
You know, every day I just sit here. Not every day, but sometimes when you do this, I just think, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, trying to learn a different language. Hey, I'm sure
Stupid
it's very
dog won't
tough, hey?
stop barking. Goku Dwaley. I'm not talking about you. There's actually a dog that won't stop barking.
No, I
It's
hear
messing me
it,
up.
but I
Oh, you
hear it
can't.
from I hear it, but not
It
that
will.
that much. Not that much.
I
The
mean, it's
sound
like
is not
any
that loud.
language. I've never been able to learn a language because I never have enough patience with myself to keep practicing. It's the only one that I'm actually having patience because I actually want to go to Africa. I know that it's not Africa, but it's South Africa, but I want to still know something going on to the continent.
Yeah. I feel like
Goku,
that's why people just decide to go to live in the USA because it's easy. English is a very common language. Every country speaks English. Not
because it's
every
like
country, but
forced upon people. There's nothing
yeah.
forced upon us except we're required to either, for me, when I was growing up in school, was it? I think it's once we got to middle school, we were required to take Spanish or French. And then maybe it was high school because I feel like, ugh, I don't know how long we took it for, but those were the only two languages that we had to choose from. But we had to choose one or the other to take in school. That was it.
Mm.
I didn't learn anything because I didn't care about it. And then when I got to college, I decided to take Mandarin. And I was learning it in the beginning because I liked it, but then over time, I just didn't care anymore. So, and I
Kareesha,
didn't try to put myself
today.
in like I did try to put myself in communities because I was like an ESL teacher, but at the same time, I didn't really try to put myself in Chinese communities like outside of school. I didn't try to hang out with like Chinese students or anything. And I think that's where you have to kind of like force yourself. You have to put yourself in the culture.
Mm. I met this lady today when I was delivering. Um, she's white, she's Afrikaans, but her accent was Western. So
Was
I
what?
Western. It was
What?
American.
Oh, Weston. Okay.
Yeah. So I delivered, and then she greeted me. She was like, "Hello, how are you today?" And the way she said it, it was like I'm speaking to you right now. And then I went on to say, like I gave her what I was delivering for her and stuff, and then she was like, "Where are you from originally?" And she's like, "Pretoria, South Africa." I'm like, "No, really, like, where are you from?" She's like, "My parents are both Afrikaans and English, so that's all I know. And also, I'm doing Mandarin." I'm like, "But why is your accent like that?" She's like, "How's my accent?" I'm like, "Your accent is like Western." And she said, "Yeah, I get that a lot." I'm like, "You just said, you, yeah."
She couldn't
But
explain it. So, did she grow up in SA?
she grew up there. She's still young. I think she's still in school, but she has an American accent. That lady, like, I even asked her, "How do you pronounce your name?" So I'm gonna spell out her name. I want you to say it, and then I'm gonna say that, yeah, I was right. It's Tala.
TLA. Wait, say it again.
Tall. Oh, Tala.
TALA. TALA. Oh, Taylor?
No, not Tay. It's just Tala.
Yeah, Taylor. Or
Well,
Tala.
she has an American accent. That lady. You just said it exactly how she said it. It's Tala, but exactly how you said it, like how you pronounced it, because I can't pronounce it the way you did, but she can pronounce it like you. So I was like, you have, because I did ask, can you please pronounce your name? And then she said what you just said now. I was like, yeah, I'm speaking to Kareesha here. But yeah, anyways, she's
Well,
never
that's
been to the
interesting
US.
though. She's never been
She's,
outside SA.
she's, she said she's never been outside of SA. She was born and raised in South Africa.
Then maybe she just consumes a lot of American um entertainment.
Maybe because she's also learning Mandarin as well in school. So
Mandarin is completely different.
which doesn't explain why she has an accent. It doesn't explain why she has an accent.
No,
But hey,
absolutely not.
okay, the guys have been trying to teach you how to say nselelo. So Cordelia says unseen. Now remove the u and you say,
I have et easy selelo.
yeah, but like Cordelia just typed here. Did you see all bold, like
She says
capital letters?
unseen, now
Yeah,
remove the U, inseen, inselelo,
exactly.
inselelo. That's how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Inselelo. Um,
Garabo says, can you say mm, like
and
all the N's?
say. Um, Inselelo.
Yeah,
What does
so
Karabo say?
easy selelo. If I'm saying it
E.
slow, easy selelo.
So it's not
Easy
Inselelo.
one nselelo. Many easy nselelo.
So it is easy, easy Inselelo.
That's Cordelia trying to help you pronounce it.
So easy Inselelo.
Yeah, easy selelo.
Easy
The N, the
Inselelo.
yes, yes, perfect, 100% perfect. Yes, easy selelo. So you don't say it obviously like that, but this is us trying to help you pronounce it by dragging that N so that it sounds right. So you have to drag that N, drag it as long as you can, then say selelo in the end. Drag it as much as you can.
Easy Inselelo.
Perfect. I say it like that. You said it the way I say it. Perfect. Izin selelo.
Thank you
Izin
guys.
selelo. Yes. That's just them trying to show you or how, just trying to help you say it.
Yes, that's brilliant, Cordelia. Courts. If you can say unseen, then you can say Inselelo. Easy Inselelo. Easy
Perfect.
Inselelo.
Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
what about Zikona? I know I didn't say that one right.
You said it perfectly. Zikona.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try it again. The whole passage. Okay.
Mm.
Injalo ekuseni ingiza insikumo giabonga futi giapila goku kokukwela
Perfect. Perfect.
gia mukela konke okuzayo goba giatsi ukuti impilo inotil noma izin izingiselo is easy inselelo sikona.
Perfect. Yo, I'm happy how you say ngokugcwele, ngokugcwele. You said it perfectly. So perfect. And then is in Selelo. Yeah, you were a bit off with the first try, but the second one you got it right. So that's good. That's good. And then no tile, not no till. Remember, I taught you that ILE, you say it as you don't round it off. I know you're not round. I'm trying to find the right word here. You don't say notil in the English way, but notile.
Where is that one at? No
Notile.
tile.
Nothile. Nothile.
Oh, I have it as Inothile. So how is it again?
INO. INO. How do you have it there?
Inothile.
No. The I is not supposed to be there after the N, so it's NO.
N
Yeah,
Thile. No
yeah,
tile.
yeah, no tile. Yeah, no tile.
Impilo no tile. No mo. Easy. Easy nselelo zikona.
Yeah,
No Tila. Okay, so can I say everything now?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like you're watching the video. Just pretend you're watching the video. Guys, pretend that you're watching the video. Crabble and Quartz, pretend that
Should
you're
I grab
watching the
some
video.
snack?
Okay, yeah, get a snack. Get some popcorn. Or get some tea, actually. Okay. Ukupila no kubanga. Ugh. Start it. Start it. Start it.
Have confidence. Just say it with confidence, with conviction.
Okay. Ukupila no kubonga ekuseni. Giavuka ekuseni. Giabuka ilanga limpuma kangle. Liba isibusiso eseshe impilweni yami. Ifunga lomoya ohlanseki leumisindo wezioni konke loku koyakumbuza ukuthi giyaphila. Isikhathi sasekuseni sithule kalulu kodwa sifundisa kalulu silungisa ingoda yami. Kungalesi sikhathi lapho ngibonga khona, ngibonga impilo, ngibonga amathuba, ngibonga uthando nemindeni yethu. Ukuphila akulula igaso sonke isikhathi kodwa uthando lukaNkulunkulu luhlala lukhona. Imibuzo engiyibuzayo ekuseni ngiyafuna ukujabulela lolu suku. Ngiyafuna ukubonisa ubuntu namihla ami yini na. Ijala ekuseni ngeze isikhumo. Ngibonga futhi ngiyaphila. Ngokucwela ngiyamukela konke okuzayo ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi impilo nothile noma noma izinselelo zikhona.
I like it. I'm so happy that you didn't look at me when you were reading, because I I kept smiling all the way through because wow, wow, wow. You can read. Yeah, you can read. You can read isiZulu. You can read like
Yini after the questions, then you have to get the tone right. Otherwise, people will struggle to find the context. So don't say yini at the where did I say it? Where did I say it? The amini na. So just say amina. I thought you said to say yini in it. That's why I put yini.
yeah, so he's basically saying that if you don't include yini after the questions, then you have to get the tone right. So if you don't include it, get the
Oh.
tone right.
So I need to say yini after every time there's a question mark so people understand I'm saying
Yeah,
the question in
yeah,
case I'm not really saying it as it's a
yeah,
question.
yeah,
Okay, I see.
yeah.
So I can say that after every question. I can always say yini.
depends on what you're saying, because sometimes you can't say yini if it's an so yini can be somewhat of an object or a person, can go anywhere, can be a person, can be an object, it can be a situation or something. It can go anywhere, but the tone, because this is what basically I'm hearing. You are reading these words because you're trying to portray a message, right? However, they don't have a tone, they are all linear, right? So
I'm like monotone.
obviously, yeah. So yeah. So you are reading them out, so people are not gonna get the context like Karabo is saying. But to trick people, just include yini. However, you can't say yini everywhere because it's not gonna be it's not gonna make sense also,
Right.
right? It's not gonna make sense. You can't say yini after every question. You can't say that because sometimes yini goes first before, like how I said, like how I told you before, that there's certain words that you can say first, there's certain words that you can say last. But sometimes yini can be in the either in the beginning or at the end of the question. So yini ukarisha efunda isiZulu ngalendlela? Why is Kareesha reading isiZulu this way? That's what I was saying, right? Or uKareesha kungani efunda isiZulu ngalendlela na? There was no yini there. There was na. It's the same thing. It's the same thing how I said it, but I omitted yini at the beginning, but I said na at the end. So it actually shows that you're asking a question, but this is too complex for you to understand for now. But Karabo is just making you aware that people are not gonna understand the context of your conversation. I almost said context of your relationship. The context of the conversation, however, we understand because you are learning isiZulu. So for now, Karabo, for now, Karabo, for now, I'm talking to Karabo now. Karabo, for now, let's just how should I put it? For now, let's just go with what she did. What she wrote, what she read is perfectly fine for now. And at a later stage, we will actually make her understand when to put certain words where so that she gets the right context of the conversation or whatever she's trying to do. Because true, Karisha, at some point, you're going to have to find the right tone of the things that you're saying. Remember that when you are asking a question in English, there's a tone. And then when you're saying a statement or when you're saying something, when you're not asking a question, when you're saying something, you are not using the same tone as what you would when you're asking a question. Similar to isiZulu. When you're asking a question, there's a tone.
Hmm.
There is a tone. However, we're
Right.
not there. We're
Yeah.
not there. Yeah. We're not there. So he's saying, to be fair, you're reading at 80% accuracy, which is perfect. Because, like I said, I could understand what you were saying.
Right.
I did understand everything you said. Every single word I understood. And I like that the fact that you, "Gwele," "inselelo," all those words, like you try. Notile is still a bit of a challenge for you, but yeah, you are getting there.
Okay.
Kancane, kancane, bit by
Ngani,
bit.
ngani, ngani,
Yeah.
ngani. Yeah. Bit by bit.
Yeah.
Ngani, ngani. Okay. So I just need to practice it. Um, but yeah, I'll try to put the video out this sometime this week then, um, and see how it does. And maybe that can be like the way that I keep going with the lives. Come with something, and you guys help me with it sounding more natural.
Yeah.
I think that would be good. Um,
Which
yeah.
is good, Karabo, which is good.
Running,
Which is
running.
good.
I can count the reaches struggle with the past. So, one hand. Don't
which is
watch the video,
good.
Kareesha. Practice solo. Okay. Okay.
That is good. If he says, I can count the words you struggle with in the passage without finishing fingers, then that's good.
That's good.
Because out of everything you just read, like you read a whole passage, it's not even a passage, it's a paragraph. And
Hmm.
he could count like maybe five. That's good. That is good.
And for the questions, maybe I guess if I slow down more, I'll realize that again that it is a question and it will sound more like it. It's just the way that
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
I'm saying it
yeah,
because I'm just trying to read. But if I would,
yeah, yeah.
understand like, what I'm saying,
Tell
duh.
me, tell me, in those translation, in the translation, in the Zulu translation, does it also have question marks?
No. In
That's
the Zulu
why.
translation, it just has like the quotations, it has the periods. If it's like still continuing the sentence, and then it just has one period if the sentence is ended. But now that you say that, it does have commas, but it never. Oh wait, no, it does have question marks. It does have question marks at the end.
Oh,
So no,
okay.
that's just me trying to rush it. I need to go with the flow of the sentence. Like
Not
I
now,
need to
though.
pace myself.
Not now, though. For now, stick to reading it. And then once you're comfortable with it, then the next step is to slow down, try to understand what you're saying, breathe a bit, put a bit of, tone to it. Use the na, yini when you're asking a question, and but not now. For now, let's just stick to what you just did now. For now,
For now.
understanding can come later, but for now, if you can read them, pronounce them, I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can pronounce them, then I'm happy. Then after pronouncing them correctly, then everything else can follow.
Follow.
Yeah. ABCs starts there, and then after that goes on to everything else.
Everything
One plus
else.
one equals two before they can actually teach you solve for x. Before you solve for x, you must know your one plus one. So yeah.
I mean, but if I take a long time with putting out the video, I probably won't put it out, Crabble. Like I see it as if I do put it out this week, or maybe if I push it to next week and I put it out, I'm still gonna get people who comment and say that I didn't do it well. But I'll get people who comment that I will, and I will want them to come and join the live to correct me. So even if I flank it, people are gonna wanna say, like, you didn't say this right. You didn't say that right. They're gonna wanna correct me. So I do need to practice a little bit more. But at the same time, I shouldn't wait a long time to put it out, right? Or no?
Nah, I say don't wait. Don't wait. I'm not interested in you getting it right.
Getting it
I'm
right.
not. I'm not. I'm just interested in you reading it
Yeah.
and you being able to read it. I'm not interested in everything else for now. For now. I'm just interested in you learning how to pronounce the words. I'm not so interested in you understanding them for now. I'm not. You knowing how to pronounce them, that's where I'm at. The X, the C, the Q, the NS, the NQ, the NX, the N, the NGC, Dwele, you know, all those words that have clicks in them. That's where my interest is with you.
Okay.
After that, once you've cracked that, once you're good with that, once you're confident in that, then I'll bring in the trigonometry. And
Right.
then, yeah,
Because that goes through time. Because Parable, it's me doing like a voiceover. It's me having B-roll footage and just doing it over. Because I'm not going to take the time to go out and see a sunrise and say this while I'm watching the sunrise.
No, I
That's,
want you to use a B-roll the entire time.
yeah,
When you
that's the
are
whole point.
okay, wait, B-roll, Garabo, do you know? Because Garabo is not a content creator. So when we say B-roll, he might not, unless he does. Unless he does.
Maybe it
So
does.
Garabo, B-roll ya buff.
And then you'll start learning, oh, that it's like showing footage that you've already filmed, and I'm just speaking over it. And it's a progression that you have to start somewhere. That's how I'm thinking about it. I have to start somewhere, so this is how I'm starting. And I'm saying that video you sent me gave me the idea to do it like this. Because, like I said, South Africans, I don't say they're prideful of their country because I don't want to say pride, but they respect their country, they honor their country. So if they hear me as an American saying, I can speak isiZulu, and they hear the whole video, some are gonna be like, "Yeah, you messed that all up," and some are gonna be like, "Wow, she really did it," but I'm gonna get feedback regardless because you guys really care. Not saying other countries don't, but you guys just really it matters that somebody is saying it right, that not saying that other countries don't, not, because there's other countries that honor their country as well. So
Yeah.
let me just take that off.
Right.
Any country is going to feel that way. If somebody comes out and say, I'm this and I'm trying to speak this, then boom, boom, boom. Whoever really has like honor and wants to take the time out to actually watch the video is going to comment and say something.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. It may have to gradually go over time and just have to keep on doing it. But like I said, the video you sent made me think of this, and that's another way of trying to learn the language. Because some of these
Yeah.
words are going to stick to me because I keep practicing them and then doing the video, keep hearing it. So,
Okay, I want to say something to you, but let me hold that thought for now. Karabo. So a B-roll is, when you're watching a video and then someone is talking, but you don't actually see them talking, you're actually seeing another footage of, so let's say I'm trying to say, imagine you going on a vacation and you're seeing, and then when I say imagine you going on a vacation and then you start seeing a picture or a video of the beach and people, having fun on the beach and stuff, that is a B-roll. So that's an image or a video closing my face. You can't see my face anymore. You're seeing this image or this picture or this video showing. So that's a B-roll. So when she is reading in isiZulu, she's going to use a B-roll to cover her face to show a video of something. And she's literally saying something, but you're not seeing her saying that. You are actually seeing that footage of whatever. That is a B-roll. Let me come back to you, Kareesha. Most people, when they speak another language, they go as far as just knowing how to say hello, how are you, I'm good, and that's it. I will have to say to you, I'm very proud because you went a step further in learning the language. If I was not speaking to Kareesha right now and I was not interacting with you and I didn't even know you, and I'm watching a video of you reading this on a video, I don't know Kareesha whatsoever. All I saw was I went on Facebook, I saw a channel named Healing Daily to Live, and this lady was just speaking in isiZulu. No matter how terrible it was, I'm still gonna give you your flowers because you went a step further from just saying hello, how are you? I'm good, good night, and goodbye, and all those things. You went a step further and you invested in this thing. So if it was me, I would literally say she tried and I would be interested. I would even subscribe to that person because that person is interesting. That person is trying to learn another language. Now, if it was someone that was learning another language, it would have been a different story. But this is my language. This is isiZulu. This is like you watching another YouTuber learning Latin or Spanish or whatever. I don't think you would be interested. Maybe you would, I don't know. But if it's a language that is yours and someone is learning your language, then obviously I would literally, want to see your progress. I would want to see where did she start and how far has she come.
Yeah.
So this is me trying to say to what you said earlier. When you say, yeah, people are going to expect you to say it in a certain way, some will, some might, be harsh on you and the way you're pronouncing the certain words, and they might be defensive of their own language. But with
No, he's freezing. Ah, hopefully I'm not freezing. I think Zulu, you're freezing. You're still freezing. You're still freezing. You're still freezing. You're still freezing. While the video is getting itself together, I need to get online and do something here that I forgot to do. That I just got notified to do it. But I know Quartz, he's stuck. Oh gosh. Hopefully he comes back soon. But yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm definitely going to practice. I think Zulu should send you an audio to practice with in case you forgot some words. That he could do, but at the same time, that's asking for him to do something outside of his personal time. Like, I gotta think too, like, you guys are already doing a lot by being online with me and sharing what you want to share freely. By me asking for him to put an audio outside of this, that's me asking for him to do more than what is required. Like, this is just like, if you want to be here and help, thank you. But it's like, I'm not going to start asking for you guys to do stuff more and there's no accommodations, if that makes sense. And I get that maybe you want to do it freely, but at the same time, I just need to naturally evolve and get better. I don't need to have this person, that person doing all this free work. That's basically what I'm trying to get at, Carabo. I'm not going to just be asking people for free work. If you want to give, if you want to offer, that's different. But I'm not going to start expecting that stuff. Just like I would have never came up with this if you didn't freely share the video through email. Maybe later on I would have thought about it. I think I actually did have an idea like this, but I wasn't thinking about it. You reminded me by saying it again, but I'm not going to just go out and try to get and have people do stuff for free. So, Cora says we hear you, but we don't hear you. I don't know. Hopefully, I make sense to myself. I don't expect him to make an audio for me. I think I have to do it the best way that I can and keep practicing. That's the only way that you get better is you keep practicing and keep practicing. There's videos on YouTube too that I can listen to as well because I was listening to Tondo, I think that was her name. And she clearly points out how to do the vowels. I just haven't listened to her lately. But yeah, you're back, Zulu. You can read the comments because I haven't read all the comments. If you like.
he is stuck, says Cordelia. I think Zulu should send you an audio to practice with in case you forget some words. And then Karabo says, okay, I'll send you the audio. Send me the passage. And then Cordelia says, as his manager, I say he won't mind. I don't know what am I going to mind or I got stuck, and I don't know what I'm gonna mind or whatever. And then we hear you, but we don't hear you. Yes, Cordelia, ngiyamuzwa kodwa angimuzwisisi. That's basically what Cordelia said. So this is a translation. Ngiyamuzwa kodwa
Okay.
angimuzwisisi.
If you guys want to make the audio, I would most definitely appreciate it. But I'm not putting that on anybody to make the audio for me. But I definitely appreciate it if you do.
He will
But at the
definitely
same
make the
time,
audio
like,
for you.
it's okay.
Cordelia says he will definitely make the audio for you. What audio? Oh, of these um
I
monologues.
mean, if Karaba wants to do it because you're the one that suggested it, if you want to do it, that's fine. But at the same time, I just don't want you guys doing more stuff that you don't need to do. I don't want Zulu doing it. You didn't offer it. I don't want you to do it. You guys have enough on your plate of what you're already doing through your daily lives. So
Hey, Kareesha, you're gonna have to understand that South Africans are very different from Americans.
see,
When
that's
we
my
say
issue. It was the same
when
thing when I told the Blantons, Dr. V and Uncle Mark, that when I was trying to get my luggage out of the hotel, they would not let me leave without getting my luggage for me. And it was really upsetting me because I was like, you know what? I do this all the time. I have to get my own luggage. And they were basically, you're not letting me do my job. I'm like, you're not letting me just get my own belongings. And the lady just and it was a lady too on top of that. It wasn't even a man, which made me feel even worse because I'm like, I'm not gonna have a lady bring out my stuff for me. And she literally followed me to the door and said, Miss, like, it's gonna look like I'm not doing my job if I don't take your bags. I'm like, what in the world? I'm at the door. I'm at the door. But I
sometimes you
let her
just have
take it because when she said
sometimes you're
that
just
part,
gonna have to let people do their job. I know this is not our job to do this, but when we want to do something, let us do it.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Court said, don't listen to her, guys. Send the audio.
We
That's
are not expecting
crazy.
anything in return, right? Just know that we're not expecting anything in return. So that's just who we are. When we want to
Mm,
do something, we do it.
mm. Okay.
So yeah. So who's gonna send you the audio? Karabo. Or
Bravo.
did he say I must send you the audio? I don't mind.
He was saying you, but I mean, like I said, I don't want to. Kareesha comes from a capitalist background. And we come from a socialist background. I think that's the culture difference. Yeah, probably.
Most definitely.
Which, yeah, which something I guess that has to be talked about too between us as African Americans that want to move to the continent and to the country. Like it's different with our way of thinking. I don't know. It's different.
It's definitely gonna take you a while to get used to a lot of things. Firstly, you get off the airport and then immediately you're gonna go to the right hand side of the car. And you're gonna try and be a passenger at the right hand side, and that's the driver's side.
They laughed at me so
Which
hard when I did that too. They laughed at me so hard. He could not stop laughing. He could not
he
stop
said
laughing.
he said you wanted to drive my car.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
I would have let you. Do you drive a manual car or an automatic car?
I was learning for a minute how to drive a stick shift. I know how to turn it on. You have to have the brake and the clutch down at the same time,
Yeah.
right? And then you turn it on and then you have to get off the brake and then you have to E-
Wait, pause. Let's rewind. How did you get your license?
Oh, I
So, what
drive
I'm
a
trying to
manual.
understand,
Well, I drive an auto. I know how to drive an auto, not a stick shift.
wait, what I'm trying to understand is in South Africa, when you learn or when you
I say stick shift.
stick shift,
I don't
stick
say
shift is
manual.
manual.
Like who
Yeah,
says
Karago, it's manual. So yeah,
you either say you drive a stick or you drive a auto. Like I don't know, like in everyday conversations, but if I'm gonna talk to somebody over here and they ask
yeah.
like I'm gonna say like, yeah, do you drive a stick or do you drive a regular? That's basically what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And I
Now,
almost know how
I'm
to
tr-
drive a stick, but
I'm trying
yeah.
to understand. In the US, do you guys um, test and do the whole, is
Yes,
it
I went to
training or
school and
whatever?
it cost like $300 plus. That was like
But now
in
I'm trying to understand if do you use a stick or do you use a regular to
no, it's
learn
all
how to
based off
drive?
a regular. They don't assume that we have stick shift. The driving school is based off of having an automatic vehicle.
Then everyone can then everyone has a
Everybody
license
cannot
there.
drive. It depends on what city. I've met multiple people when I moved to New York that are my age that cannot drive because you don't really need a car in New York. You can take public transportation basically everywhere. There's either a subway, there's a train, there's a bus, and it don't run like weird times. Like it's on schedule for the most part. You can be all the way out in Long Island, still take the LIRR, get into the city, take the subway, take a bus if you need to. You don't need a car. So there's a whole bunch of young adults out here that don't know how to drive and don't plan on learning how to drive.
But if they do, they're going to ace it.
It's
Like they're going to pass immediately. Like they're going to.
No, some people don't pass immediately. I've heard that too. They do not pass immediately, and it's different with every state. Every state has different requirements for their driving skills, and you can tell, you go to Florida, I wouldn't want to drive in Florida. Florida is a hot mess. They don't know how to drive point blank, period. Point blank, period. It's just a hot mess down there in Florida, especially Miami. New York is a little bit better because it's smaller than Florida in a sense of the roads. Like there's so many stop signs, there's so many traffic lights on every street. Like it's hard for them to go far and drive crazy, but at the same time there's areas in New York where they always drive crazy. I mean, they drive crazy, period. They won't really honor the speeding laws even though there's like cameras on every street. It doesn't matter. I feel like people don't be driving their vehicles. That's why they be getting away with it. But yeah, but every state is different because in Ohio, I mean, it was easy for me compared to trying to learn up here. I probably wouldn't have got my license if I had to learn up here because you have to know how to parallel park, even though you have to learn that in driving school, which that was part of the test. Paralleling, learning how to parallel park in the city is completely different than learning how to parallel park living in the Midwest, living in the suburbs. That's nothing because you're not gonna ever be that close to no car in the Midwest like you are in the city. It's completely different. Like you really know how to drive when you live in New York if you get a car. If you don't, you're just an okay driver if you learn how to drive in the Midwest because it's just so much space. Texas is crazy to drive into. They drive crazy in Texas, but it's different for every state. But it's not easy just because it's automatic. I'm telling you, it's not. It's not easy. Stick shift obviously is harder, but it's not easy just because it's automatic. I know that was very long-winded. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I was trying to say, it made me remember what I was trying to say at the beginning of all this,
No,
of
I
how
was
I
also trying to
learned.
say I was also trying to say that in South Africa, they only teach you how to drive using a stick. You don't learn how to drive using an irregular. Never, ever, 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 ever. You don't get a license with irregular. You don't.
I
So
mean, that's better, I
it's
feel like, because
very,
it's more challenging. And
yeah, but
if you don't know how to drive a stick, you really don't know how to drive because you never know what predicament you can be in. If that's the only vehicle you have, you're not going to know how to drive.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not about to put South African laws on YouTube and tell the world what is happening here, but yeah, people have
You don't
licenses
want to
and
say
that's that.
like they drive crap in like Cape Town or Durban. Like, yeah, I can't say that. I
So
would say that all day. Florida sucks. They, especially Miami, all day, every day. I would say that they cannot drive down there. They cannot
no,
drive. You said people have license.
people, yeah, people have licenses. So how they got them, I don't know, but people have licenses. So yeah, I'm not about to say anything beyond
Mm.
that. People have licenses, people are driving sticks, and yeah, yeah. So back to what we were saying, you got to South Africa, they laughed at you for going to the driver's seat instead of the passenger seat because you thought the left is right, right is left.
Hmm.
And yeah, okay. Now let's go back to what were we talking about before we spoke about this?
How I learned how to drive a stick almost. And I was trying to say it.
How did you?
So you have to put the brake and the clutch together to start the car. So your right foot is on the brake and your left foot is on the clutch, right? And you
Right,
start the car and then you're slowly supposed to get off of the brake and then you're supposed to go on the gas while still trying to get the clutch and change it into first gear.
yeah. I see an accident waiting to happen.
Okay, I'm in the parking lot. For goodness sake, I'm in the parking lot. There's no cars there. You're turning on the car. You're on. For goodness sake.
Let me say this. I was planning on driving down to Durban, but no, I'm not gonna do that anymore because I see my car is gonna hit a tree and all those. So you so have you ever driven one though? A stick. Have you
Yes,
ever
that's what I'm
driven one?
saying. I was being taught how to do it, but I could get it in the parking lot, but when it was time to get out, I don't think I ever went onto the highway, but I was in like a big intersection. And I remember I was trying to turn. While I was turning, I was stalling out. So I had to keep cutting back on, cutting back on, cutting back on until we could get to the parking lot. But I think my hardest part was trying to change into the next gear because it was the fact of you have to keep the left foot on the clutch while still pressing the gas, getting into the gear, but it's not, you can't be forceful. It's kind of just like a tap, tap type deal, from my
Yeah,
understanding.
yeah. It's a game of balance basically. You just have to
Right.
balance. Yeah,
Weight and
you just
balance.
have to balance. Yeah. When your foot is on the clutch, you don't touch anything else but your gear. You're just shifting your gear, and then as soon as you release the clutch, your foot is almost ready to press on the accelerator
Accelerator.
or the
Yeah.
gas. You guys call it the gas, and yeah, it's
You're
just a
mad that we
game
call
of
it the gas?
No, 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 no. I'm not mad. Um, we call it the accelerator. So I was trying to find the word that you understand. I'm not mad.
Okay.
Because when
So,
I say the accelerator, it's not a word that you're familiar with. You know what it means, but it's not what you guys use. You say gas, we say accelerate. But anyways, you do this basically. When you're pressing on this, you release this. When you press on this, you release this. It's just a game of doing this and this.
so yeah, I
That's
could
all you
get
do.
into the gear, but then when it was time to switch into second gear, because when you're driving on a regular street, you have to be in third gear, right? You have to get up to third gear. And when you're on the highway, do you get up to the fifth gear? Is that like the average?
On the highway, you can shift all gears
You can
to the
shift
last
all gears,
gear.
but usually you're in gear five by the time you're cruising on the highway, right? Or no?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then when you're on a regular street, you're supposed to be at least getting up to three.
Now, it will depend on where is the next traffic light or stop sign.
So you're coming
Now,
from the
if
Mall of Africa and you're going down, I don't know. I feel like I remember there being a really big hill in that area. Maybe you're leaving the Mall of Africa, you're leaving the main intersection light, and you're going down a hill. Well, no, not going down a hill because I don't want it to be down.
uphill,
You're just going, okay, yeah, up a hill.
uphill,
You got to
um,
switch to get, while you're going up the hill, you have to eventually be in three before you're up the hill.
yeah. It also depends on the how powerful is your car though.
Mm,
So if your car is very powerful, then you can even shift up to the fourth or even fifth gear. And also, like I said, it depends on how further is the next traffic light or how close it is. So obviously, if it's much, much further, like it's very far, you can shift as much as you can. Just don't over rev your car. So if you are on third gear and you can see that your car is over revving and the next traffic light is a bit very far, it's very far, you can shift up to the next gear and the
yeah.
next gear until you get to the next traffic light.
But
So
it's
it
kind of
doesn't
like you
necessarily.
just have
So what
to,
I'm it's almost like you're doing exactly driving an automatic car. It's
right,
exactly
you
the
have
same
to
thing
hear
because
it.
yeah, you can hear it. The car will tell you that, hey man, it's time to change gear.
Right.
So just listen to your car. Those are just theoretic scenarios that they teach you, but on the real world, they don't apply. Your
Yeah.
car will tell you that I want you to change gears, to change gears.
Yeah.
But on theory, yeah, they teach you that so that you can pass the test and all that. But on the real world,
It's
it
not
doesn't
like
work
that.
like that. Like
No.
even when you are driving an automatic car, when you're driving an automatic car, you don't listen, you don't count the gears. You're just driving. And little do you know, when you check your dashboard, it tells you that you're on fifth gear or even fourth gear. But now when it's on a manual car, now you have to consider that. Nah, it doesn't work like that. I don't
But
think
at the
it
same
works like
time, when
that.
you drive auto, you hear it. Because I always hear it too. I always hear when I shift gears. But everybody's
Mm.
not listening for it either. There's some people are just like so immune to that. They're like, okay, whatever, why is my car not working? But like I catch it when it does change gears.
Some cars are very uncomfortable when they change gears. When they change gears, they like, do one of
Jerk.
those.
But those are the
Um,
older kind of cars that
Even the
do
newer
that.
ones, if they're not serviced, if it's not serviced, then it can do that.
Right. If
Just
it's
needs
not
to
being taken
change
care of.
your when it's late for service, Kareesha. It doesn't have to be like you not taking care of it, but it can be like
That's what
very
I
late for
mean when
service
it's
and
late
stuff.
for service. Or there could be a lot of factors, okay? There can be a lot of factors.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So let's not say you're not taking care of it. Let's just say, yeah, whatever the case
Whatever
is.
the case is, it's
And
not
yeah,
necessarily you not taking care of the vehicle. It's just there's a lot of factors that go into it.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't. I've driven an automatic car. I'm using a manual car. if I were to compare the two, which one do I enjoy the most?
It's usually stick.
It is the stick.
Yeah.
Uh, I did enjoy the automatic one because I didn't have to concern myself with when I'm parked on a hill like this. I have to balance now before I move the car. I have to balance. Um, the
You have to put
handbrake
up
must
the
be up,
emergency
and then
brake.
like nah, I don't have to do that with an automatic car. As soon as I release the brake, the car is already ready to go. But with a stick, it's a different ball game altogether. You have to do a lot of stuff. But with me, I've been driving for a long time and a stick as well. So even when I'm standing on a hill, I don't use the brakes.
You're
I
being
don't use the
risky
brakes.
driver.
No, I can stand still, like stand still without using the brakes.
Right. Risky driver.
How is that risky?
Or you know how to drive a stick very well without having to use the brake.
Yeah, like let's say the traffic light is red and it's on an incline like this.
Well, then you're
It's up
just
to me.
tapping the clutch and tapping the accelerator at the same time to keep it in first gear, right?
I'm
So
not
it
even
doesn't
tapping
stall out.
the gas. Yeah. I'm not even tapping the gas. I'm just balancing the clutch. My foot
So
is
you
on the clutch.
the
That's it.
clutch. Oh, so it's not even on the yeah, it's not even on the gas.
No. So
Eh,
the foot is like halfway. So it's not pressing fully on the clutch because it's almost similar to being on neutral. So
right.
just.
Yeah,
So you can feel the car is about to move, but it's not moving. It's just standing there
it's standing there.
until I lift the whole thing. Then it's gonna jump or it's gonna do whatever. But yeah, I'm
Right.
just
Or stall
lifting it
out
in
if you
such a
don't.
sense that like it wants to go, but it also wants to roll back. I'm just on the center of that, like I'm on in the middle of that. That's how I balance it. But hey man, people use the emergency brake. Some, put the foot on the brake. Some do all kinds of things, but I'm just avoiding that whole thing of me having to go back before I go forward. I'm avoiding that because you'll
Yeah,
never know the person behind you. The person behind you might be very close, so you might not even have that room to even go back before you go forward. Because the minute you start going back, you've already, touched the person. So I don't want that. So I'm avoiding
exactly.
all of that. I'm avoiding all of that. And also, the person in front of me, I always leave a huge gap between me and them. Whether the car is moving or whether the car is on a stationary, it's not moving. I
Mm-hmm.
leave a very safe distance between me and the next car.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you might find. Yeah, let's not go there. Anyways, did we just go through car lessons and stuff?
We did, but I wanted to. I wanted to talk about the stick shift because I feel like I do know how to drive it. I just stall out at very bad
But
places
no,
that you shouldn't stall out at.
I
And
feel
it's
like
only
it would
because
be.
it's hard for me to change into the next gear. But
Mm,
once I get that, I know how to drive a stick.
yeah,
Because after that, it's really like
it would
easy.
be strange for you though. So you usually drive on the left hand side. Imagine driving on the right hand side on the left lane. You guys drive on the left hand side on the right lane, right?
Yeah.
And
I
with
mean,
us
I can
is
get that can be
the opposite.
confusing and can be intimidating, but I just feel like once you kind of like imagine how you're supposed to do it and you go out there and do it a couple times, you got it. I mean, you got to be more aware because it's not something that you're used to doing every single day. But I feel like if you know how to drive, you know how to drive. And it shouldn't be that hard. But that's me speaking kind of out the side of my neck because I haven't done it. But at the same time, I just feel like it's not as hard as some people may imagine it to be. Because
Yeah,
honestly, we're able and capable of doing whatever we want to do. in this life that we're able and willing to do, that our bodies are able and willing to do. It is really our minds. So I don't believe it's as hard. I believe it just requires you to think more. A lot of people don't be thinking, and a lot of people be out on their phones and stuff, so they don't be paying attention because they know how to do it. But when you don't know how to do something, then it's like, oh, you actively have to use your mind. You actively have to use your brain. I think that's the thing.
Yeah. What I was trying to get to is
He's gonna be a
the
chauffeur. I believe it. Of course, because you're gonna marry a political guy, so
Cordelia. So now the gears, shifting into those gears, you guys use your right hand to shift. That is
yeah, see,
strange.
that's another
Because I
thing.
use my left hand. I use my left hand to change gears. You use your right hand to change gears. Now, the accelerator is on the right hand side. Also, with you, it's obviously on the right hand side, and your clutch is on the left hand side. The brakes is always on the middle. But changing with my right hand, that is, I'm not used to that. Like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to changing with my left hand. And also, since I'm driving on the left hand side of the road, turning left is like turning to my nearest. Um, so when I turn left on a corner, I'm turning to the nearest side or whatever. Ne? But when I turn right, I have to skip a lane, then turn right because you understand what I'm trying to say.
Hmm.
With you guys, when you turn left, you have to skip a lane and turn left.
Hmm.
But when you turn right, you turn immediately.
Hmm.
Ha! That is
Makes so much sense, but
that
you gotta learn
is
the
that is
opposite way.
strange. So if I were to come to the US, actually I need to have practice. I need to have practice and I need to practice in an African road, not in an American road. So I know in Nigeria they are using left-hand cars and they are driving on the right-hand side of the road. So I need to go to Nigeria and practice. Practice in Nigeria, drive on the left-hand side and just, you know, Trevor Noah made a joke about this. He said when he came to America, he got his license and then he got a rental car. And then that's what he was using to get by, to get to a certain place and stuff. And there was this one time where he turned, he didn't skip a lane, so he turned, and then a swarm of cars came right at him like this. He thought he was on the right lane, but he wasn't. So there was a fleet of cars coming at him like this. And he had to do one of this and then reversing and then doing that and then reversing. And then, when you do that, until you turn and then you go back, right? And then in the movies or on the movies or in the movies, I don't know which is the right word. In the movies, the cars, they go by, they just pass you by. But in real life, everyone stops and they honk their, how do you say it?
Their
Beep,
horns.
beep. Yes, that. We say we hoot, okay? We hoot. We hoot.
That's so proper. Like if you just speak it in a regular conversation, they honk their horn. Like what the heck? Because it's a horn inside the little steering wheel. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it's a hoot. Does it sound like a hoot when it when it's pressed? Does it sound like it?
When I'm doing deliveries and you get a comment when you are, so I know that I hoot. Just press the hooter and then the car hoots and then the guy will come out or the lady will come out. They'll get their stuff. So it's a hooter. We
A
hoot.
hoot. I couldn't get used to saying that. There's no way. Just honk your
Obviously, in
horn.
America, obviously you wouldn't say it's a hooter. You'll say it's a hooter. But yeah,
We definitely wouldn't say it's a hooter. Hooter means something different in America.
what does it mean? What does a hooter mean? Hooter.
Let's go ahead and look up what Google says.
Nah, let's leave it for
So then
our
you know what
imagination.
hooter means.
No,
Oh my
nah.
gosh.
In case it means something, nah, I don't think I want to know. But it's a hooter. It's a hooter. You hoot. You hoot your hooter. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Now you know. Now
I'm
you know
definitely
when you
not
come to
saying
South
that.
Africa. When you come to
I'm
South
honking
Africa,
my horn. So if I say I'm honking my horn, they're gonna take that as if I'm trying
okay.
to get a rhino. Like what?
Yeah. You're trying to poach. We're gonna take you to the nearest police station and you're going to get arrested because you are trying to,
Because I
yeah.
openly say that I need to that they're honking their horn.
Yeah, you're trying to honk the rhino horn. And we're not having that.
That's crazy.
No, I'm joking, Kareesha.
Okay.
I'm joking.
But
Usuyakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu.
mhm.
Usuyakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu.
How was the isiZulu lesson?
No.
Do you feel like you're
Usuyakwazi.
getting better in isiZulu?
Close. Close enough.
How do you think you're coming
Wait, wait,
along in
wait, 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 wait,
isiZulu?
wait, 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 wait. Wait. Repeat that. Repeat it. The
Do
one
you feel
you
like you're
just said.
getting better in isiZulu?
Yes, that's what it means. I didn't hear you. That's what it means. Yes, yes,
Nice. Say it again. Say it again.
yes, yes. Usuyakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu. 100%. That's what it means.
Nice.
The first time. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. Usuyakwazi
Sikhuluma.
ukukhuluma isiZulu.
Sumagwazi. I'm only hearing the Asumagwazi Sikhulumu isiZulu.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Usuyakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu.
It's that one I can't say. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Usuyakwazi.
Kuzula Gwazi.
No, usuyakwazi.
Uzula Gwazi.
Usuyakwazi ukukhuluma
Usulu Gwazi Ukukula.
ukukhuluma
Ukukuluma.
isiZulu.
isiZulu.
Yeah,
Usumugwazi Ukukuluma isiZulu.
yeah,
Okay. There you go.
yeah.
There you go. It's going great
Now,
because I'm getting good help. It's going
yeah,
great.
now the fact that you can understand what I'm saying, then yeah. Like the fact that you can piece some stuff to make up, to try to figure out what I'm trying to say is good enough for me.
It's good.
It's good because what I'm talking very fast, I know, like I'm speaking very fast, but the fact that you can actually pick up what I was trying to say to mix it and then try to figure out what I'm trying to say. And you got it right the second time. That's good.
Right.
That's good. That is
Right.
good.
Second
That is
time.
good. That
Okay
is
then.
good. That is good.
Well then, I think that's it for
Yeah,
today.
you don't have to say it. I know. Let's end it. I'm very tired. It's
Very
almost 9.
tired. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock there.
Yeah.
All right. And you did take a lot too, so
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so tired. I just need to get on the shower and then sleep. I'm not
and
even gonna
sleep.
eat. Yeah.
Yeah, some days are like that. I know how it feels.
Uh,
But Yeah, thank you so much, Zulu. I'll be back here again next week, guys. Probably the same time, actually, same time. And we'll see what I do. If I end up putting out the video, then maybe we'll have a new vlog, a new monologue. And if I don't, well, hopefully I do. Hopefully I do. So then we can go from there. Because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hopefully it's a good video.
When is it coming out?
I don't know, sometime this week.
Okay, that's
Hopefully.
good. Don't put no pressure. I wanna read it. Oh, I wanna watch it. Sorry, I wanna read it. I wanna
Okay.
watch it. I wanna watch it, and yeah. Well, I've been watching everything, but yeah,
Thank
I wanna
you.
watch it. I wanna watch it.
I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Cordelia, siyabonga, Cordelia, siyabonga.
Siyabonga. Giyabonga chords. Giyabongo Crabo. And Giyabonga Zulu.
Kubonga mina, Kareesha. Kubonga mina.
All right. Well, I'll catch you guys next week then.
All right. Have a great day. It's good night from me.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.